So we screwed up. I screwed up and put the last truss on layout instead of set in to where our siding would plane in. So we've already got our trusses laid out and nailed together. We've got our plywood nailed to the trusses. We've got outriggers or bar drafters nailed into that truss. We've got blocking, freeze blocking that is going to be too long and is holding the truss from being able to move in. And we've got underlayment on top of the plywood on top of the roof. So we've got to peel back the underlayment, which means taking a cat's paw and hammering out every one of the staples that are in that part of the truss that need to get uncovered. And then we've got to pull out all of the nails that are attaching the plywood to the truss that's got to move. And then we've got to cut each one of these outriggers and pull it out. Some of them need to be longer after we move the truss, and then the other ones on the inside are going to need to be shorter. So none of them are going to work where they are, unfortunately. We got to cut all that stuff out. Quite a bit of work, but it's going to make our building look right when you drive up and see it, instead of having some kind of weird jog. Yeah, Ben's removing the staples out of the underlayment, and then he's pulling the nails with a cat's paw and a hammer out of the sheathing that's attaching that plywood to the truss that we need to move. That truss is not going to move with all of the different layers that we have locking it in place right now. So we've got to pull all the layers back, slide the truss 2 inches on top of the beam so that our siding planes in from top to bottom real nice and clean. I don't know why I'm smiling right now because this ain't fun. But every once in a while you screw up, and you know what? Honestly, the best 2 things that I can recommend when you screw something up like this is just come up with a plan, keep a good attitude about it, and knock it out as quick as you can and move on. So let's get to it. I can just pull this other side, but it's as quick as that. We're killing it. We're moving twice as fast as we thought we would. Yeah. I'll tell you though, this is a Hitachi, but generally these things are called reciprocating saws. A lot of people just call them SAWZALLs because Milwaukee's the first company that came out with them. And they're like the #1 demolition tool, aside from maybe a crowbar that's out there. And all you gotta do is pull a trigger and you're sawing like super fast. And they come with different length blades. This one is like a 12-inch blade, super long, and so I'm using it to kind of bend it in so that I can cut the nails and flush with the truss. If I had a really short blade, I wouldn't be able to get in there and make a flush cut without coming in from below, and I can't really do that without blowing out through the plywood. But this tool can be used for so many different things. We use it for notching a lot of our cuts in these giant posts, and it's pretty much the #1 demo tool out there. It's super strong. It cuts nails, it cuts wood, it cuts metal.
Pruning blades. Cordless with a pruning blade is real handy around the homestead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can prune trees too. This blade is so long, I don't have to rest the body of this tool up against the truss, which would create an angle. If I had a short blade, I can actually bend the blade and make it stay flush with wood. And get in there really quickly. The second trick that you'll notice, and it's not really a trick, it's more of a technique, but you can see how I've oriented the teeth of this blade towards the flat part of this tool instead of where this handle juts out. And that's going to allow me to get in tighter into spots. If I had the blade turned the other way, I'll do that right now. can't get this blade tight to where I'm trying to cut to because the handle hits the surface. So if you turn the blade around, you can get all the way, you can get your tool parallel to the surface that you're cutting, and your cut can get you can get a much deeper cut that way. Now, most of the time I put the blade in just like this because there's hardly ever any time when I can't flip it around like this and still get some good pressure. But really, if you need to get some pressure on it, the best way to do it is like this. But most of the time, you know, because this is kind of a handle right here, but most of the time, I'm actually using it with the teeth facing upward. All right, that wasn't so bad. So now that we got that resolved, let's go check out what we did earlier this morning to get these bathroom walls framed up. So we can move on with our rough plumbing and our rough electrical. We made pretty major moves here yesterday framing up these bathroom walls. And now you can actually start to see this whole thing come together. This is the kind of thing that gets me stoked out. Being able to walk into and through a door opening and feel the space. It's no longer a model. It's actually real, live, physical space that you can feel and plan. So this is the gentleman's bathroom. We've got a 2x6 wall here with a door. It's going to swing in this way. We've got two vanity sinks that are going to go here, which is what these two-inch PVC pipes are for. There are 3 toilet stalls. There's 2 normal stalls, and then we've got a handicap stall right here. I've gone ahead and laid out some marks. These are centerline marks here and here where our partitions will be between the toilets, which will create that privacy barricade, that partition wall. And so what we've got to do in the coming week here is go ahead and put blocks, 2x4 blocks, right in between these 2 studs, just like that, so that when that partition comes down and floats above the floor, we've got a piece of wood to screw a bracket to that's going to hold that partition. So we still got a lot of blocking to do for this complete bathroom. Before the bathroom is complete. But right now we got the space set up, and really it's just a matter about cutting blocks and getting all the trades in here to do their pipe and wiring. Nice. We got a really nice window here in the ladies' restroom, which is going to bring in some really good natural light for them as they're, in here looking in the mirror. They want some good natural light, so we favored this to be the ladies' restroom with the natural light, and it's pretty much a mirror image of the men's restroom, except that it has this beautiful window. Yeah, so I hope that was helpful. I hope that was interesting. If so, smash that like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel because we're going to be following this project all the way through till finish. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Until the next one, y'all. Peace out.